architecture, engineering, project management coupled with comprehensive experience in building construction and maintenance (CPWs), and has executed priority of works in difficult and demanding geographical and climatic conditions. It has now grown into a comprehensive construction management department, which provides services from project concept to completion, consultancy and maintenance management. Construction of RMRC laboratory building for ICMR has been done on a total plot size of 3448 square meters, consisting of 5 floors, with a total building height of 21.6 meters. The building is equipped with advanced facilities like HVAC, firefighting systems and fire alarm system, lifts, substation, DG set, UPS and solar photovoltaic system at BRD Medical College campus. A centralized building management system (BMS) has been installed by concept engineers to integrate various systems of the building to intelligently control and monitor the building utilities like HVAC, electrical system, firefighting system, fire alarm system, etc. The chiller plant is equipped with 3 quantities of magnetic bearing centrifugal chiller, which are designed with oil-free system, resulting in eliminating oil contamination in the refrigerant and heat transfer surfaces to provide outstanding operating efficiency without any performance penalty compared to conventional oil system chiller. The building is equipped with several ceiling suspended units and cassette units to provide complete air conditioning to the busy and service areas of the building. These units are intelligently being controlled by advanced sensors and control logics according the required temperature condition to meet the desired comfort level. Several air handling units are installed as well for the laboratories to meet the required environmental condition for the research and testing. These units consist of the highly advanced heat exchange system. Welcome to the Regional Medical Research. RMRC Gorakhpur is one of the 26 institutes of the Indian Council of Medical Research under Department of Health Research, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare of Government of India. Initially, in order to understand the problem of persistent acute encephalitis syndrome in eastern UP, a field unit of ICMR NIV was established in Gorakhpur in 2008. Since the health indicators of northeast region of UP comprising of 14 districts are prominently poor in comparison to average health indicators of UP, therefore, due to absence of any single biomedical research institute in this region, Government of India decided to upgrade field unit of National Institute of Virology at Gorakhpur to full-fledged independent regional medical research center in 12th five-year plan. The foundation stone of the center was laid by the Honorable Chief Minister of UP and by the Honorable Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India on 2 September 2018. This project is under the supervision of Central Public Work Department, CPWD. Through the professional expertise in disciplines including architecture, engineering, project management coupled with comprehensive experience in building construction and maintenance, CPWD has been serving the nation for many years and has executed priority of works in difficult and demanding geographical and climatic conditions. It has now grown into a comprehensive construction management department, which provides services from project concept to completion, consultancy and maintenance management. Construction of RMRC laboratory building for ICMR has been done on a total plot size of presented over the BMS to provide the exact geographical position of the fire events to ensure the quick action is taken for the safety measures. Along with that, PA system with digital two wet risers, each having the provision for landing wall at different floor at each floor for firefighting measures in the events of fire hazard. For the easy movements inside the building, energy-efficient lifts from ground to fourth floor with hairline finish and accessibility are provided in the building with the capacity of 20 passengers at a time. A separate goods lift of 2-ton capacity is provided for material movement and sample collection. Electrical substation consists 2 1000 kVA dry-type transformer installed outside the building along with HV vacuum circuit breaker panel with 1 incomer and 2 outgoing transformer. Along with that, 2 type of LT panels are installed. First one is the indoor type floor-mounted non-essential LT panel with 2 1600 amps incomer and 1 bus coupler with other necessary outgoings for building services. Second one is essential LT panel with 2 800 amps AC IGBT-based UPS with 1 set of SMF batteries with 30-minute battery backup is provided for uninterrupted supply to the building. Also, keeping environmental benefits in mind, another alternate energy source of solar photovoltaic power generation on grid system of 50 kWp installed on the roof top for the generation of renewable energy. Thank you. Welcome to the Regional Medical Research Center, RMRC. RMRC Gorakhpur is one of the 26 institutes of the RNIV, was established in Gorakhpur in 2008. Since the health indicators of northeast region of UP comprising of 14 districts are prominently poor in comparison to average health indicators of UP, therefore, due to absence of any single biomedical research institute in this region, Government of India decided Institute of Virology at Gorakhpur to full-fledged Honorable Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India on 2 September 2018. This project is under the supervision of Central Public Work Department, CPWD. Through the professional expertise in disciplines including architecture, engineering, project management coupled with comprehensive experience in building construction and maintenance, CPWD has been serving the nation for many years and has executed priority of works in difficult and demanding geographical and climatic conditions. Logics according the required temperature condition to meet the desired comfort level. Several air handling units are installed as well for the laboratories to meet the required environmental condition for the research and testing. These units consist of the highly advanced heat exchange system to reduce the consumption of energy by mixing the room air with fresh air to maintain the constant condition inside the room throughout the process, along with the HEPA filters to provide the cleanest air possible, with other features like fan speed control, automatic temperature control, time scheduling, etc. Various smoke extraction and ventilation fans are installed for floors, lift well, staircase, etc. and are automatically being operated in the events of fire by fire detection system and being monitored by BMS. The building is protected with intelligent addressable fire alarm control panel to locate the exact areas of fire detection. More than 500 numbers of multi-criteria and heat detectors with MCP, hooters, and fault isolator are provisioned in the building. Feedback from the addressable fire detection panel will be graphically represented over the BMS to provide the exact geographical position of the fire events to ensure the quick action is taken for the safety measures. Along with that, PA system with digital 2-watt surface ceiling mounted speakers are provided for emergency voice evacuation and notification purpose. Along with these systems, other necessary systems like firefighting systems, which consists of main fire electric pump, diesel pump and jockey pump. Building is protected by 2 wet risers, each having the provision for landing wall at different floor and necessary network of sprinkler at each floor for firefighting measures in the events of fire hazard. For the easy movements inside the building, energy-efficient lifts from ground to 4th floor with hairline finish and accessibility are provided in the building with the capacity of 20 passengers at a time. A separate goods lift of 2-ton capacity is provided for material movement and sample collection. Electrical substation consists 2 1000 kVA dry-type transformer installed outside the building along with HV vacuum circuit breaker panel with 1 incomer and 2 outgoing transformer. Along with that, 2 type of LT panels are installed. First one is the indoor type floor-mounted non-essential LT panel with 2 1600 amps incomer and 1 bus coupler with other necessary outgoings for building services. Second one is essential LT panel with 2 800 amps ACB incomer and 1 bus coupler with other necessary outgoing for essential services. Along with all these equipments, 1 APFC panel with a capacity of 350 kVAR is taken for the power factor improvement. For the alternate power source, 2 DG sets of 500 kVA with AMF panel is taken to supply the essential power to the building in case of power failure. For the power backup purpose, 2 100 kVA online IGBT-based UPS with 1 set of SMF batteries with 30-minute battery backup is provided for uninterrupted supply to the building. Also, keeping the environmental benefits in mind, another alternate energy source of solar photovoltaic power generation on grid system of 50 kWp installed on the roof top for the generation of renewable energy. Thank you. Welcome to the Regional Medical Research Center, RMRC. RMRC Gorakhpur is one of the 26 institutes of the Indian Council of Medical Research under Department of Health Research, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare of Government of India. Initially, in order to understand the problem of persistent acute encephalitis syndrome in eastern UP, a field unit of ICMR-NIV was established in Gorakhpur in 2008. Since the health indicators of northeast region of UP comprising of 14 districts are prominently poor in comparison to average health indicators of UP, therefore, due to absence of any single biomedical research institute in this region, Government of India decided to upgrade field unit of National Institute of Virology at Gorakhpur to full-fledged independent regional medical research center in 12th five-year plan. The foundation stone of the center was laid by the Honorable Chief Minister of UP and by the Honorable Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India on 2 September 2018. This project is under the supervision of Central Public Work Department, CPWD. Through the professional expertise in disciplines including architecture, engineering, project management coupled with comprehensive experience in building construction and maintenance, CPWD has been serving the nation for many years and has executed priority of works in difficult and demanding geographical and climatic conditions. It has now grown into a comprehensive construction management department, which provides services from project concept to completion, consultancy and maintenance management. Construction of RMRC laboratory building for ICMR has been done on a total plot size of 3448 square meters, consisting of 5 floors, with a total building height of 21.6 meters. The building is equipped with advanced facilities like HVAC, firefighting systems and fire alarm system, lifts, substation, DG set, UPS and solar photovoltaic system at BRD Medical College campus. A centralized building management system (BMS) has been installed by concept engineers to integrate various systems of the building to intelligently control and monitor the building utilities like HVAC, electrical system, firefighting system, fire alarm system, etc. The chiller plant is equipped with 3 quantities of magnetic bearing centrifugal chiller, which are designed with oil-free system, resulting in eliminating oil contamination in the refrigerant and heat transfer surfaces to provide outstanding operating efficiency without any performance penalty compared to conventional oil system chiller. The building is equipped with several ceiling suspended units and cassette units to provide complete air conditioning to the busy and service areas of the building. These units are intelligently being controlled by advanced sensors and control logics according the required temperature condition to meet the desired comfort level. Several air handling units are installed as well for the laboratories to meet the required environmental condition for the research and testing. These units consist of the highly advanced heat exchange system to reduce the consumption of energy by mixing the room air with fresh air to maintain the constant condition inside the room throughout the process, along with the HEPA filters to provide the cleanest air possible, with other features like fan speed control, automatic temperature control, time scheduling, etc. Various smoke extraction and ventilation fans are installed for floors, lift well, staircase, etc. and are automatically being operated in the events of fire by fire detection system and being monitored by BMS. The building is protected with intelligent addressable fire alarm control panel to locate the exact areas of fire detection. More than 500 numbers of multi-criteria and heat detectors with MCP, hooters, and fault isolator are provisioned in the building. Feedback from the addressable fire detection panel will be graphically represented over the BMS to provide the exact geographical position of the fire events to ensure the quick action is taken for the safety measures. Along with that, PA system with digital 2-watt surface ceiling mounted speakers are provided for emergency voice evacuation and notification purpose. Along with these systems, other necessary systems like firefighting systems which consists of main fire electric pump, diesel pump and jockey pump. Building is protected by 2 wet risers, each having the provision for landing wall at different floor and necessary network of sprinkler at each floor for firefighting measures in the events of fire hazard. For the easy movements inside the building, energy-efficient lifts from ground to 4th floor with hairline finish and accessibility are provided in the building with the capacity of 20 passengers at a time. A separate goods lift of 2-ton capacity is provided for material movement and sample collection. Electrical substation consists 2 1000 kVA dry-type transformer installed outside the building along with HV vacuum circuit breaker panel with 1 incomer and 2 outgoing transformer. Along with that, 2 type of LT panels are installed. First one is the indoor type floor-mounted non-essential LT panel with 2 1600 amps incomer and 1 bus coupler with other necessary outgoings for building services. Second one is essential LT panel with 2 800 amps ACB incomer and 1 bus coupler with other necessary outgoing for essential services. Along with all these equipments, 1 APFC panel with a capacity of 350 kVAR is taken for the power factor improvement. For the alternate power source, 2 DG sets of 500 kVA with AMF panel is taken to supply the essential power to the building in case of power failure. For the power backup purpose, 2 100 kVA online IGBT-based UPS with 1 set of SMF batteries with 30-minute battery backup is provided for uninterrupted supply to the building. Also, keeping the environmental benefits in mind, another alternate energy source of solar photovoltaic power generation on grid system of 50 kWp installed on the roof top for the generation of renewable energy. Thank you. Welcome to the Regional Medical Research Center, RMRC. RMRC Gorakhpur is one of the 26 institutes of the Indian Council of Medical Research under Department of Health Research, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare of Government of India. Initially, in order to understand the problem of persistent acute encephalitis syndrome in Eastern UP, a field unit of ICMR
Now I request Mr. Ashok Samrat to sing a welcome song.
रोहित जी अरे इधर आइए, इधर आप बजाइए, अपना काम करिए।
हेलो 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 हाँ हेलो, थोड़ा बेस दीजिए टोन। हेलो 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 किस तरह से नमन मैं करूं आपका, किस तरह से नमन मैं करूं आपका। स्वागतम स्वागतम आपका, स्वागतम 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 आपका। किस तरह से नमन मैं करूं स्वागतम मापुका स्वागतम 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 मापुका
Thank you so much for the great performance. Now, going ahead with the program, I would like to invite Dr. Rajnikant, Director RMRC, to please share his first-hand experience of making of this center, the highs and lows he has went through in the past 2 or 3 years, and the future vision that he holds for the center.
Thank you so much, Ina. First of all, I would like to welcome our dynamic and very supportive DG ICMR and Secretary Department of Health, Dr. Balram Bhargav. So, without his leadership, without his support, without his encouragement, I think it would have not been possible to see the light of the day. So, always, whatever the hard work we do, but the credit also goes to Dr. Bhargav because of his enthusiasm, encouragement and encouragement. So sir, I welcome you. You could spare your valuable time and you are here. I also welcome Shri Vivek Thakur ji, Honorable Member of Parliament, Rajya Sabha. And we all know his father, Dr. C.P. Thakur. He was the health minister and he was a big supporter of ICMR. So we are so grateful that he is here and he could spare some time with us. I also welcome Dr. Mahendle, the former additional DG and currently the Director Research, Hinduja Hospital, my mentor, my guide and my good friend also. And we worked together during our time whenever we were together and we could do some good work in ICMR. So I am so thankful that you could come here and your support is always with me. So thank you so much. Dr. Samiran Panda, who is the new addition to the ICMR. He is again very good friend of mine, but he never felt you down. He is such a good supporter and he is always such a good mood that we are always help us to do something good. So thank you so much that you are here. And I also welcome all the team members of RMRC Gorakhpur. And here, sir, we have our team from the Lahore Spiti Kelong Field Station. They are working in a very hard and hard to reach area, very tough area from 13,000 feet above the sea level. They are working and they are here. So I am very thankful they are all here. So thank you so much. Welcome to you all here. Today is a very historic day and a proud day for all of us, for the ICMR, because this is the 38th year I am working in ICMR. In '84 I joined ICMR. I think always we have tried to do something good, something better, but I don't think that I could have ever felt that I could achieve this much, that the Prime Minister is inaugurating a center. This is a big day for all of us, for the ICMR also. When a Prime Minister is inaugurating an institute of ICMR, number one. Number two, sir, when I started my career, I joined a field station of ICMR, of the National Institute of Malaria Research in IMR. That was a small field station. And when I joined here, an IV field unit, this was again a field station of National Institute of Virology. Converting a field station into an institute, that is again a big achievement for all of us. That how a field station can be converted into an institute, full-fledged institute. We all know that this area, Gorakhpur, this has been one of the most primitive area, backward area, full of problems. And since I belong to UP, I belong to Allahabad. When I went to Gujarat, when I used to realize how poverty, illiteracy, there were so many problems. The health infrastructure, poor care, healthcare delivery, health indicators were very, very low. And even in ICMR, we have such a huge network of institutes across the country. But somehow we were not able to set up an institute in the eastern part of the UP. There was only one institute that was in Agra, in UP. So ICMR absence was also here in the eastern part of the UP. That was again a big problem. And this Gorakhpur region, Gorakhpur and Basti, they have 7 districts, Kushinagar, Maharajganj, Siddharth Nagar, Devariya, and they were starting with the JE and AES. And the etiology was totally unknown, and the pediatric population, they were suffering a lot. So UP government, then the central government requested that ICMR should set up an institute here. Then an IV field unit was set up. And the BRD Medical College, I am thankful to Dr. Ganesh Kumar, he is here. He supported, he provided this building. This is the old building. A small unit was set up here of the NIV field unit. And Dr. Gore, he was the officer in charge. After Dr. Gore, Dr. Bondre joined here. And they worked together very hard. And our old colleague there used to tell us the situation was very bad, roads were not very clear, there were a lot of problems, the wards were full of patients, but they did hard work. And the other institute of ICMR, it was VCRC, NIH, Chennai, Dr. Murhekar, I can't forget the name of Dr. Murhekar. He worked so hard here in the Gorakhpur region. The NARI also, they did the social and behavioral research. NIMR, they were supporting the vector control here, Dr. Ghosh and many others. So it was a complete ICMR team work that helped to find out the etiology, and it was found that because once the JE vaccination started in 2006, the JE came down. And even today also we have less than 10% of the JE cases. But the AES was not coming down. The ICMR team did exhaustive research and they detected that it's a strep typhus that was causing the major problem. So then we prepared the action plan, we prepared a white paper shared with the UP government and the central government, and that helped in creating the algorithm and creating the awareness also. UP government set up new ETC, that is the Encephalitis Treatment Center, and thus the program was started. And because of the ICMR support, research support, and the UP government support, luckily now there is a serious decline, about 80 to 90% decline in the AES cases and the mortality also. That is a big achievement for the institute and for the UP government also, and for the country also, that the JE AES has come down to a significant level. And now we are trying hard at how we can achieve the zero level also. Because once we have a vaccination, if vaccine is effective, then we should try the coverage also. If we can cover the 80%, 90% population or 100% coverage is there, we can control the JE. And for the AES also, if the initial treatment is given in early stages, we can prevent the AES also if it is happening because of the strep typhus. But still there are 10 up to 15% etiology is still unknown, and we are trying
when this new building is coming up with the support of the NGS, we will try to find out the other etiologies, what are the other reasons for the AES. Now coming to this new institute, this is a big day that the new institute has been set up, and I am again so lucky that the UP government provided land. Dr. Ganesh Kumar again, he supported so much that we could get a land. UP government medical education department, Dr. K.K. Gupta was DG, and the UP government, Yogi ji also, they support a lot. They sent a team to the ICMR and they tried to provide us a land. This land was given and the foundation stone was laid in 2018. Dr. Bhargava was the DG ICMR with the Health Minister Dandaji, UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath ji, the foundation stone was laid. And just in the 3 years, and we all know that we were facing the global pandemic, the COVID-19, and 20 and 21, 2 years, there was severe lockdown. People were totally confined to their houses, and the restriction was also on the movement. Traffic was not allowed, laborers was not there. Despite of our challenges, we were able to achieve, and that is the reason this is a big achievement. कि कुछ भी हो जाए, हम लोग बोलते हैं हिंदी में कि अगर आप जो है कोशिश करते हैं तो पूरी कायनात आपके साथ आ जाती है. अगर कोशिश करी जाए तो पूरी कायनात आपके साथ आ जाती है. अगर दिल में जज्बा हो मुकदमा तो कुछ भी आपको रोक नहीं पाता है. वही एक रीज़न है. और जो ये हमारा स्टाफ, इसको हम स्टाफ को भी समझा ही नहीं है. I always consider this is a family. Whether they are in RMRC Gorakhpur or whether they are in Lahore and Spiti, Ladakh, Kilaung. So I always feel they are my family members and we work together as a family. And that is the reason we have been able to deliver today also. So this is a big day, big achievement for all of us. And I should not forget the support I got from the others. There was a building committee and today we have Dr. R.C. Sharma, we have D.K. Srivastav. So regularly we were conducting the building committee meeting. Dr. Katoch, when he was a DG ICMR, he supported. Advisory committee was constituted. Action plan was prepared. Dr. Joshi, Dr. R.C. Sharma, we prepared the SFC document. And that helped a lot. Dr. Lakshmi Ryan, he was also there in NIB at that time as an administrative officer. He supported in preparing FC, getting clearance from the CPWD. So whole team was working regularly. And regularly we were monitoring the activities and we were regularly interacting with the CPWD also, how we can speed up the work. And whenever there was some delay, so I was taking the help from the DG ICMR and we were writing letter to the DG CPWD so that our work should not never be delayed. So we got support from our engineering section and from the DG ICMR, from the finance section also. So it happened only because of the support we got from all corners. Dr. U.D. Gupta is also here. So entire team was working. I think we conducted more than 10 or 15 meetings regularly. Building committee meeting. There was a laboratory committee. Dr. Nasreen was there. Anup Anvikar was there. So lot of work was, lot of effort were made. And because of a good team, we were able to achieve this milestone. And this is a big day, historic day for all of us. और वही एक छोटी सी कविता फिर से हमें याद आ जाती है जो एक बार कभी हरवंश राय बच्चन जी ने की थी कि नन्ही सी चींटी जब दाना लेकर चलती है, चढ़ती दीवारों पर 100 बार फिसलती है, मन का विश्वास रगों में साहस बढ़ता है, चढ़कर गिरना, गिरकर उड़ना नहीं अखरता है, आखिर उसकी मेहनत बेकार नहीं जाती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती. And this is the reason that we always tried our level best. We always tried what we can do better and better always. And today, this is the reason that ICMR has achieved a new height. ICMR has become a household name now. And today is a historic day that the Prime Minister inaugurated this building and this institute. This is a proud for all of us. Thank you so much all. Thank you. Sir, we have a small film on the RMRC Gorakhpur. I will request our team if they can run a small film. कर देना साउंड. Okay, sir, no problem. So, I think there is some problem, technical issue. So, before they sort out the problem, then I will request to release some documents.
So today we are going to release 3 documents from the ICMR RMRC Gorakhpur, and the document release begins with the release of ICMR RMRC brochure, which involves the facilities provided by the institute, major achievements and divisions. Our second document is the fact sheet of the establishment of health and demographic surveillance system, and the fact sheet includes the data of 1.2 lakh population covering the 28 villages of Gorakhpur, along with the book written and edited by Dr. Kamran Zaman, Dr. Rajaram, Dr. Kaushik and Dr. Priyanka. And as we know that this institute has worked diligently during COVID-19 pandemic, hence published numerous research articles, and the third document is the compilation of all the published research articles of the ICMR RMRC Gorakhpur.
Neighboring. More than a decade.
And at the end of it, I would like to thank our director, Sir, Dr. Rajnikant, for sharing his visionary thoughts and the story of the journey of ICMR RMRC from a field unit of NIV Pune. So now we would like to proceed. So now we would like to proceed with our program, and I would like to call our guest of honor today, Honorable MP Shri Vivek Thakur ji, to address our audience and share his thoughts. Sir, please, we welcome you on the stage.
Respected Dr. Balram Bhargav, Secretary DHR and DG ICMR, Dr. Samiran Panda, Additional DG ICMR, Dr. Sanjay Mehendle, former ADG ICMR and currently Director Hinduja Hospital, Mumbai, Dr. Rajnikant, Director RMRC Gorakhpur, the star of the day, I would say, and the August audience here. I think lesser said about the feat that we are all here would be adding more to the beauty and the glory of the day and the achievement that has made us all come here today. And my heartiest congratulations to the Director RMRC Gorakhpur, Dr. Rajnikant, whose speech was reflective of one fact, that how passionately he was involved in the development of this project. As if he remembered the entire 3 years of the beginning and the end of this phenomenal work that he has done in coordination with so many agencies, and as he rightly said, and I can connect with him that how difficult a task it would have been in a state like Bihar or Uttar Pradesh as it is, to do such an ambitious project which is very futuristic in nature. And once again, I congratulate you, Dr. Saab, for the stupendous work that you've done, and you've brought a lot of pride to all of us, especially those belonging to the eastern part of the India, that a National Institute of Virology Connect-based center has been set up in Gorakhpur, and it has had a huge history that makes it so logical to have this center here. It's not an out-of-place decision, a government project initiated just to suit the show and the city. And I think I just want to say that how beautiful the timing of coming of this project has been. That modern human history, I said, has never gone through such a difficult time as far as innovation and research has been concerned. It's a phase of human history wherein science, which was living in its aura for a long time in the recent past, has been badly shaken and made to realize that it needs to start everything afresh. And there's a huge contest going on between science versus science, positive science versus negative science. And we are still in the scientific world, I would say, is still in the process of infancy, struggle, and hard work, and waiting for the final result. And no better time than this to have a research center, and then that too an ICMR center in the eastern part of India. And I must also congratulate Dr. Bhargav for the phenomenal work that the leadership, under his leadership, that ICMR has done in last two and a half years for guiding the entire nation, the task force on COVID, and which has your guidance and patience in the delivery of taking decision which one to choose, which one not to choose, and when to choose, suitable to the population of India, leading to the formulation of policy, and the massive vaccination program, the world's biggest vaccination program that India has undertaken, all under the able leadership of Dr. Bhargav and the ICMR as an institution. I must congratulate you for that. And lastly, I would just like to say that it's a very beautiful phase that we are all living in as far as the development of science is concerned. And after ages, the entire scientific world has a challenge that they have to prove the merits of science, and it's such a creation that we all don't know the real tomorrow. And only good thing is that the human effort has been so phenomenal in the last 2.5 years, and especially medical science, which is working in tandem with pharmaceutical science, that we all are able to survive so far and waiting for a beautiful tomorrow. Thank you everyone, and I once again reiterate my firm faith and belief in the institution of ICMR, and congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sri Vivek Thakurji, and we are touched by your address and your thoughts. Thank you so much for your wonderful wishes to the ICMR RMRC Gorakhpur. So now we welcome our next esteemed guest, Dr. Sanjay Mahindle, on the stage for addressing the audience and sharing his insights. We welcome you, sir, on the stage.
Thank you. DG ICMR and Secretary DHR Dr. Bhargav, Dr. Samiran Panda, Dr. Rajnikant. Both of them are very good friends of mine for several years. And there are many other friends sitting in the audience over here also, colleagues for several years. It's really good to be here and spending this great day with all of you. Like Rajnikant, I have also been a part of this whole story, so to say, for several years. I started my career in NIV, and those of you who know my career in ICMR probably know that soon I shifted out to Nari. It was a very similar kind of a transition. Like there was this new institute which started with 3 scientists from NIV who got shifted to a new institute, and a new institute was formed that time called Nari, and I was a part of it. And so many kinds of things which Dr. Rajnikant just talked about, I have a reminiscence of many things that happened at that time. The whole joy of building a very big institute is really for this excellent work that has been done here. We must not forget that this whole story started with NIV and as a field unit of NIV at that time. So the contribution which was made by the earlier NIV scientists over here, Dr. Gore spent several years over here, Dr. Bondre spent several years over here, and under their leadership we always tried to find out what was happening here. We tried to find out what was the cause of that JEAS, what was happening. We all the times came up with all kinds of differential diagnosis, never were able to tackle the problem well. One of the things which we must all acknowledge here was the great friendship and collaboration with BRD Medical College. Always, for several years now, whatever work which has been done between ICMR and BRD Medical College, the story that has unfolded as far as JEAS is concerned, lot of credit also goes to BRD Medical College, and we greatly acknowledge your help and contributions in this whole effort. Also remember the leadership of Dr. Mishra and Dr. Maurya, who were the directors of NIV at that time, under whose guidance this all work was being carried out. Dr. Lakshmi Narayana is sitting here providing a lot of administrative help in all of that. ICMR had this great vision of creating regional medical research centers in different strategic locations in India. And what was the thought behind that? We now, probably all of you know that we have a center in Jodhpur, we have a center in Bhubaneswar, we have a center in Dibrugarh, we have a center in Jabalpur, which now has become a national institute now on tribal health. Also we have a center in Pondicherry. So when this particular center was coming up, and at that time I had a great privilege of being in ICMR at that time when this whole idea that this NIV unit has to now get promoted to a full-fledged ICMR center came up. And soon there was good political backing, good community interest from the people over here in Gorakhpur, and that's the reason why this whole center got established. And I'm really indeed happy that the center that got started really as a small unit of NIV became a center of ICMR, and today we see a huge building coming up. But with this, I think a huge responsibility also comes. We started slow. We know that we have only few scientists in our institute at this point of time, but we have to grow. We have to grow over a period of time. The most important point we have to understand is that the backbone of all of our work in future is going to be in 4 basic disciplines. We have to have a strong clinical team. We have to have a strong community team. We have to have a very strong laboratory team, and then we ought to have a data management, statistics, epidemiology kind of a team also working us. If we have these solid teams working, only then we will be able to make great impact in whatever we are trying to do. We should all have kind of skills to identify what are the local problems here, because one of the ideas with which these centers have come up is this, that we have to address the local problems as a regional medical research center, and that gives us a lot of responsibility. Another important mandate that these institutes, regional medical research centers have, is responding to the challenges. And again, I must congratulate the way this particular institute contributed tremendously in the COVID pandemic in the recent times. That's exactly what is expected. So whenever, this is not going to be the end of the story, as all of us know. COVID is there today. We don't know for how long it is going to stay. COVID may go, COVID may not go, but there is something else which will keep coming up. We have to gear up to be able to tackle these problems which are going to come in the years to come. And for that, one of the things which is critically important is to learn to have the ability to work in a team. And so I become particularly happy to see a lot of young people sitting here who are a part of this particular institute. This really makes a very bright future for this particular institute. But I would like to remind all of you that this is a time when you have to learn as much as you can. You have to act like a sponge, grab as much as you can at this point of time. Of course, you should have the ability to filter out what is really not necessary, but never say no to any challenge. Try to expand as much as you can. Try to take as many projects as you can. And at this stage, what you want is a lot of extramural projects coming your own way. Because with those extramural projects, you will be able to get in project staff which will be able to build the institutional profile in a very big way. Because it's a long process to get the permanent staff to the institute, but I'm sure DG sir will help out in that particular direction. But as an immediate step, I think, is we should start working on getting extramural funds. So my best wishes on this particular occasion to Dr. Rajnikant, to you, ICMR, and all the staff members here. Was really very happy and fortunate to be a part of this particular event today. And my best wishes to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your vision for our institute. And sir, it's a pleasure to have you at ICMR RMRC Gorakhpur. So now we will begin our video. I would like to request AV team to start the video.
The pandemic era has taught the world many lessons. Foremost of these is the value of healthcare infrastructure. Government and institutions have taken the lead in this fight in India by diligently laboring to secure the safety of the country's citizens from the threat of sickness and disease. Regional Medical Research Center, RMRC, formerly the NIV Field Unit in Gorakhpur, has been working for more than a decade to help some of the most vulnerable and marginalized segments of our society. The center has studied the persistent problem of acute encephalitis syndrome in northeast region of Uttar Pradesh. The all-out efforts in partnership with other ICMR institutes helped in understanding the role of scrub typhus, a major cause of AES in this region, which has resulted in developing an action plan for disease prevention and management towards reduction of the disease burden.
Japanese encephalitis and acute encephalitic syndrome has been a major problem for decades in this region, for which a small unit was established by the Indian Council of Medical Research in 2008. This identified that vaccination is helping in Japanese encephalitis, and it found several etiologies for acute encephalitic syndrome, and the most important one being scrub typhus. Subsequently, the Indian Council of Medical Research decided to set up a regional medical research center, which is being set up, and this center will play a major role in tackling and identifying the risk factors for various diseases in the region, and will be a great boon for healthcare in the region.
The new building of the institute with state-of-the-art facility will open new horizons of research in various areas of communicable and non-communicable diseases, as well as help in capacity building and provide support to other medicine institutes of the region.
The new building of the Regional Medical Research Center, that is RMRC, will have facilities for the serological testing, will have facilities for the molecular testing, will have facility for the NGS, that is the next generation sequencing, that will help to find out the various etiology of multiple diseases which are happening across the region, maybe communicable disease, maybe vector-borne disease like dengue, malaria, chikungunya, and recently we also faced with the Zika also. So these kind of facilities will help to understand the mechanism of different diseases that will ultimately help in reducing the disease burden and improving the health indicator of the region.
The center has swiftly responded to the COVID-19 pandemic.
ये एक नए भारत की तस्वीर है जो कठिन लक्ष्य निर्धारित कर उन्हें हासिल करना जानता है।
It has established a biosafety level 2 laboratory to enhance its efforts in studying virus and other pathogens. By testing more than 9 lakh samples, they have developed, understand and provided invaluable data on their clinical outcomes for the national campaign against COVID-19. Furthermore, they have established a health and demographic surveillance system to gather data and ensure a holistic and comprehensive approach to healthcare issues, from assuring the transmission of mosquito-borne parasites to conducting TB prevalence surveys to understand the tuberculosis burden. The center is also focusing on One Health to study the occurrence and impact of animal-human environment relationship on disease transmission, to so much more that they remain tirelessly dedicated to pushing the boundaries of humanity's knowledge of the topical diseases. The center has established a field station at Kailang in Lahore and Spiti in Himachal Pradesh to study the health issues of high altitude and tribal population. The new infrastructure may provide facility to do multidisciplinary research and help in improving the health indicators, and as well as provide a platform for interdepartmental collaboration and help in capacity building.
In Keylong district, Lahore, Spiti, Himachal Pradesh. presenting wonderful videos. So now I would like to invite our esteemed guest, Dr. Samiran Panda, on the stage. Sir, please enlighten us with few words. Stage is all yours. And we also congratulate you.
Good evening. I first of all thank you because she said to say a few words. That necessarily means that I can be brief. So Professor Dr. Balram Bhargava, Director General ICMR and Secretary Department of Health Research under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. My long-time colleague and friend and fantastic researcher, Dr. Sanjay Mendele, who is currently the Director of Research in the KEM Hospital in Mumbai. My colleague, Dr. Rajnikant, who is not just a colleague, but we do exchange informal moments and cups of teas and coffees together on the dais, and many of my colleagues off the dais and my newly found friends. Some of you came from Lahore Spiti, and then I'm told that one of you love black coffee as I do. So I really feel honored to have this request of sharing a few words with all of you, which includes my newly found friends here. Some moments I'm sure all of you have experienced that in your life. Some moments are so emotionally charged that words fail. They cannot capture, they cannot express. And why do I say so? Because 45 minutes or 50 minutes ago, while everybody was writing on the flex, and now if you go back and have a look at it, you will see some of the words which are clearly emotional or expression of emotion. And while Dr. Rajnikant was speaking, that also underlined the same thing. It's a moment which is charged with passion, excitement, and a great moment. All these words are emotion-expressing words. And here, the words fail. That's why, again, I thank you, because it has to be very brief. I cannot afford to be elaborate. And what I would say that you have attachment to the root, or rooted. You are rooted in the, or you are attached with the ground, with the people, not only here, in and around Gorakhpur, in the state of UP, or in other states of India, but also that beautiful film that we saw just now, Lahore Spiti. And being attached there actually provides you with an opportunity to go deep into the problem and to solve it. So that's the reason for this institute to not only exist, not only to have this new birth, but also to grow over a period of time. And while you will be attempting to solve a problem, do call experts like me, Dr. Sanjay Mendele, listen to them, because we will say what cannot be done and why it cannot be done. And then you do it, because we don't know it all. The only thing that I'm trying to say, that you are connected to the ground. So if you go deep in, I'm sure you'll be able to find the problem that experts like us might not. So sometimes experience could be really counterproductive, or could be like an obstacle. And before I end, I will say that I had an opportunity. There is a book very recently published, of course, written by Professor Dr. Balram Bhargava, and the name of the book is going viral. So I had an opportunity while the book was in the process of making to go through the proof reading. One of your colleagues wrote something very beautiful. Everybody talks about the hard work, COVID-19, this and that, and one of your colleagues was describing the same. But he was also describing late night, it's the middle of the night, he was going back home, or it is better to say he was trying to go back home while he was chased by the street dogs. And then he told himself, and he wrote, actually, oh God, the dogs didn't know that we were saving the nation, so they should be kind to us. So I loved it, because you know, it does not require that you have to be grumpy, very serious to be a scientist. Always keep your sense of humor alive, because then only you will be able to solve the problem much better. Because never get detached from life, never get detached from population. So I will end, of course, each one of us has limitations. Each institute will have its limitations. But somebody said something very, very important. You know, what is your limitation? That is exactly what you set for yourself. You push it, your limitation is gone. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Samiran. So, sir, tomorrow onwards we are going to start a symposium on new dimensions in health research and pandemic preparedness. So I will request Yogesh to kindly put the slide so that we can do the inauguration by Dr. Bhargav. Yogesh. You have to inaugurate the symposium that is going to start from tomorrow. With a thumbs up. He's saying with a thumbs up only. You have to thumbs up.
Thank you so much, sir, for raising the curtain for our symposium. And now I would like to invite Professor Dr. Balram Bhargava on the stage to enlighten us with few words and share his enlighten us with his visionary thoughts.
Thank you so much. First of all, before I say anything, it's a hugely emotional moment for all of us, and I think it's a great day for all of us. Great day for all of you. Great day for all of you. Great day for all of us. Great day for ICMR. Great day for India, and congratulations to them. At the outset, I would like to thank the beloved and passionate and dynamic director, Dr. Rajnikant, for building this brand new institute within a span of 3 years. Congratulations to you. I would like to also congratulate our brand new additional EG, Dr. Samiran Panda. Thank you so much for being there always. The perfect gentleman that I have yet to find a better gentleman, Dr. Sanjay Mahendle, our previous additional DG. Thank you so much for coming and blessing all of us today. I'd also like to thank my batchmate, friend, colleague, Dr. Ganesh Kumar. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming. I think his role has been vital in providing land for this institute at 1 rupee. I think that is excellent. Thank you so very much. And I think that is how this can. I'd also like to welcome the directors of ICMR institutes who have physically come, Dr. Pandey, Dr. Manisha, and Dr. Yudi Gupta, ex-director of Jalma. Thank you for coming and blessing all of us, sharing the joy, sharing the pleasure. and all the directors who have joined by virtually for blessing us and joining us in sharing the joy of this ICMR family. Also like to thank Dr. Sri Lakshmi Narayan, who has been there always, right from the NIV days to the NIV field unit, to the NIV sub-unit, to the RMRC. He has been now at headquarters helping us in every way. Thank you so very much. I think it's becoming a vote of thanks rather than a vision. Sorry about that. But that's the truth. That is the truth. And I would also, first of all, congratulate all the youngsters who have put in their blood, sweat and tears to build this huge institution. It is an opportunity of a lifetime, and I always say that ये कर्म भूमि है, इसमें अगर करने को कुछ मिल जाए तो it's a joy, and that is great for India. And if you can build that institute, so now the work has been done in terms of blood, sweat and tears, but more important, the actual work also starts now, because now you have to show and account for what has been the government has given, what has been given to you as a blessing. And I always feel if I was 30-40 years younger with this kind of a building, what a joy it would have been to work in it as a young scientist. Phenomenal, I think, opportunity for all of you. Phenomenal opportunity for India, and I think this millennium belongs to us, and you people have to take it along and build it in such a way that you're leading the world. Not only leading India, but leading the world. The JEAS story, the scrub typhus story, the doxycycline story, which you have shown in this building, or even before that, I think is phenomenal. What you will show with this building, I think will be endless. So from my perspective, you have full support from the ICMR headquarters in every which way, whatever we can do, whatever we can help out, and being part of this Baba Ramdev Medical College, there is no dearth of clinical material, there is no dearth of training, there is no dearth of interaction, and I think the biggest advantage is that you are in an ecosystem. Building an ecosystem like this may take a generation, but you have it ready there. You have the patients, you have the labs, you have the capacity, you have the scientists, you have the doctors, you have the field work to be done. So much field work to be done in this area, in Purvanchal area. I think sky is the limit. But again, don't be daunted by this huge problem. I think solve it bit by bit, and I think you will win the battle and win the war. It's easy, it can be done. Wish you all the best. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words and motivating us and guiding our path for upcoming years. So now today's next program is the felicitation of our employees who have been serving the RMRC Gorakhpur for more than 10 years, and they have been here as founder of the RMRC Gorakhpur from NIV Field Unit, Pune. And I would like to invite Professor Dr. Balram Bhargava to felicitate our scientists who have been working at the institute for more than 10 years. First, I would like to invite Dr. Ashok Pandey, Scientist C, who has been working here for more than 13 years. Now I'd like to invite Dr. Hiravati Deval, Scientist D, who has been working at RMRC Gorakhpur for more than 12 years. Now I request Dr. Brij Ranjan Mishra, Scientist B, to come on the stage and accept the felicitation. Dr. Mishra has been working at RMRC Gorakhpur for more than 12 years. Now I request Dr. Neeraj Kumar, Technical Officer B, to join the stage and accept the felicitation. Dr. Neeraj has been working at RMRC Gorakhpur for more than 11 years. Now I request our esteemed guests to felicitate building committee members. I request Dr. Kamran Zaman to join the stage and accept the felicitation. Now I request Dr. Ashish Chaudhary to join the stage and accept the felicitation. Our next felicitations will be given to the scientists who have been actively working for the COVID-19. So I request Dr. Rajiv Singh to join the stage and receive the felicitation. Okay. I request Dr. Samiran Panda to felicitate Dr. Rajiv Singh. Now I request Dr. Sanjay Mahindle to felicitate Dr. Gaurav Dwivedi. Dr. Dwivedi, please join the stage. Thank you so much, sir. This new building's inauguration feels incomplete without remembering our colleagues we lost because of the COVID-19 pandemic. So I would request all of you to remember our colleagues, Shri Santram ji, Shri J.K. Kushwaha ji, and Shri Chandrasekhar ji. So proceeding towards the end of our inauguration ceremony, I would like to invite our very humble scientist, Dr. Kamran Zaman, to present a vote of thanks and invite all the audience for the dinner. Sir, please join the stage.
A cool and breezy good evening to all. So finally, we are at the end of this function and an awesome day that we will remember for years. Today, I, Dr. Kamran Zaman, take this opportunity to put my gratitude into words. Indeed, standing here before great personalities and dignitaries is itself a great pleasure. किस कदर शुक्रिया अदा करूं, किस कदर शुक्रिया अदा करूं उस खुदा का अल्फाज नहीं मिलते, किस कदर शुक्रिया अदा करूं उस खुदा का अल्फाज नहीं मिलते, महफिल इतनी खूबसूरत ना होती, महफिल इतनी खूबसूरत ना होती, आप जैसे मेहमान यहाँ ना होते, आप जैसे मेहमान यहाँ ना होते. First of all, I would like to thank the Almighty for gracing us today, the entire day from the inauguration by the PM, followed by inauguration function at the campus. Because of His blessings, we are all here, and this is a joyful day for us to remember. On behalf of the entire RMRC team, I would extend my heartiest gratitude and thanks to our Honorable Director General Dr. Balram Bhargav for gracing this occasion despite of his busiest schedule and blessing us and guiding us how an institute which has done so much in such short time can make big achievements in the coming time. Thank you, sir, for your assistance. I thank Dr. Sanjay Mahendle sir for being here and blessing us and also guiding us how we can encourage the other young scientists as well as develop this institute for a better public health research. I thank Dr. Samiran Panda sir for his presence and also telling us, being a scientist, it is also important to have the sense of liveliness. Just for your sir, the quote that was about dog bite was, it's my experience that was shared, sir. We were actually chased by the dogs at night during the COVID duty times. I also extend my heartiest thanks to Mr. Vivek Thakurji for gracing us and also emphasizing how the building has come up in such a short, long time, despite of all the COVID pandemic lockdowns and other situations, and also the conditions in this part of the India. Apart from that, all the dignitaries on the stage, I also thank many of the guests who have come us to grace us on this occasion. Dr. Lakshmi Narayan sir, he has been an instrumental hand-holding since the field unit when I was a part of the NIV as a OIC to seeing the field unit getting converted to RMRC. He has been instrumental in helping us. I thank the building committee monitoring memory members, R.C. Sharma sir, Yodi Gupta sir, and the other members who have connected virtually, as well as I also thank the dignitaries R.K. Dhiman sir, Dr. Manisha from NIH Chennai, Mumbai, and Dr. Malay Mukherjee sir. I thank also the nearby institute, RIMS Patna, Director Dr. Krishna Pandey, as well as the scientist team. They have come from RIMS Patna. I thank our Principal BRD Medical College, Dr. Ganesh Kumar sir, as well as Dr. D.K. Srivastav sir, and Dr. Mahima Mittal, and the other faculty members who have joined us from the BRD Medical College. They have been an instrumental support and backbone for the research work that is being carried at RMRC Gorakhpur. I thank other guests who are connected through virtually. I also thank the Gorakhpur administration for helping us in conducting this event and also gracing us, the BRD Medical College faculty, as well as the media personals who are here and who are making this event and getting it on the public platform. Not but least, coming to the RMRC team, the day is entirely a memory for all of us. The entire RMRC team, it may be the Safai Karamchari to the director, it has been an instrumental thing. Under the leadership of our director, Dr. Rajnikant sir, he has been instrumental in getting the work done at the earliest, and what we see today is a dream that has done, and also the dream to getting it inaugurated by our PM Narendra Modi ji. And it's really good to see how dreams get converted into reality. Under his guidance, as well as all the support by the entire team, with the scientific colleague team, my administrative team, the security, the maintenance, the housing, the entire team has worked together. What we see today is the work and the effort that each one has put up. And I congratulate them all on this evening, that this is our day and we will remember this for a long time. It is always said that no matter what language you speak, a kind and a smiling thank you is always speaks to everyone's heart. So a thank you from my deep heart to all of you. Thank you, shukriya, dhanyawad. The sir highlighted the importance of behind every successful man there is a lady behind it. So I thank Veena Srivastava ma'am for thank you ma'am. I request all the dignitaries and the guests to join us.
So before you go for the dinner, I have some big announcement because we are lucky we have some of the building committee members here right now. Dr. Ashish Sharma, Dr. D.K. Srivastava, Dr. U.D. Gupta, they are physically present. So I will request they can come forward, they can receive their memento by the hand of our beloved DG ICMR, Dr. Balram Bhargav. And sir, what we have realized, if you want to do for your country, if you want to do for your region, and that has been possible for us, that we have been able to set up this building here. So first of all, I will request Dr. Ashish Sharma. He was instrumental from drafting and making a SFC to see the building as such. So he was instrumental for DMRC Jodhpur and the Nire Bhopal also. And now he has supported for the RMRC Gorakhpur. Thank you sir so much. I will now request Dr. U.D. Gupta. A photo. Dr. U.D. Gupta, former director in charge, Jalma. So he helped a lot. Many a time he visited here in RMRC. Dr. D.K. Srivastava. He is from the BRD Medical College, from Community Medicine. And he has also been a friend of my brother from Lucknow, Dr. Sunil Kumar Gurju, Dr. Srivastava. So Dr. Lakshmi Narayan, because he was instrumental from the beginning while this NIO unit was set up, then preparing the SFC document. So, and Dr. Ganesh Kumar, Principal BRD, sir, your contribution is enormous contribution. So this is a moment to just to remember. Please come. So two directors are here, Dr. Krishna Pandey and Dr. Manisha Madekar. Can you please come forward and receive a memento?
I'm sorry to intervene, but please, I would like to invite Beena ma'am to please come for being the solid support behind sir.
Sir, at last I would like to invite Dr. Rena. Actually, just to felicitate, because without her it won't be completed. She has been at every step, and absolutely she has helped in all sense. So, big clap for Dr. Rena. Thank you.
So now I will request all of you to please join us for dinner. So I will request all the females come on the stage, and the Kelong team, they can have a group photo with the DG ICMR.
with all due permission from our director, sir, for our entire team RMRC, there will be a musical celebration after dinner at this place only. So give a big clap to the director, sir, and entire team RMRC. After dinner, there will be a musical celebration at this place only. Thank you, sir.